May we have roll call, please?
Councilmember White. Here. Councilmember Cook.
Here.
Councilmember Fairley.
Here.
Councilmember Osborne. Here. Councilmember Thomas.
Here.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Okay, presentation, no presentation. And item 5, discussion, water conservation rebates. So who's leading this?
I put it on the agenda to go over this a little bit. I don't even know if we can legally do it yet, because it's not in any of our water comp plans or anything like that, but this is a good start here. Somebody mentioned that there was also a washing machine rebate as well, up to, I don't know how much of that one is, but as I had heard from the audience here, that these are two of the single most water users there are. And I just wondered if that is something that the city would be willing to consider.
I think we should look into it. Send it to Troy.
Public Works Director, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Just throw the log on the fire. I know where my sister lives, they actually, the city actually gave them 2 free toilets. And I'm not sure, and I called there and nobody can remember it because it's been about 10 years ago. That program was gone through, I guess, this Commerce Department, and when they were trying to conserve water in California. And apparently they got some kind of grant that purchased 2 toilets for every household in the city. And they gave them, all you had to do was pick them, they would deliver them, and then you would have to have them show proof that you had it installed, and they would pick up the old toilets. And then that rebate was free, but if you didn't do all that, then they would send you a bill for the toilets.
And that would be one of my concerns too, is how we would set that up.
Right.
You know,
It would have to be a proof of purchase or a proof of having it done.
proof of purchase plus the address in which it was done, the old toilet that came out. So there's a lot of safeguards that need to be done, but I still think it's a very valuable.
Do the old toilets go to the landfill?
The old toilet, I don't know that you can't dump them.
No, so far.
You can't put it in garbage can.
They actually grind them up and use them for other things.
Yeah, I just broke mine, I just spread on my path.
Well, Waste Management charged me $10.38 and they're all the way. And then they hauled it away. But they came by, saw it out in the box, charged me $10 for that pickup, and never took it. And they charged, yeah,
That was right after you had your knee surgery, right?
after my hip surgery, yeah.
Yeah. I saw the.
Yeah, they sat out there for over almost 2 months, I guess.
Okay, so Gordon looked up and we are in water district number 20, which we are in the Saving Water Partnership Group, so we are eligible for this.
Yeah, just we have to figure out where the funding would come from.
Right.
Obviously, it's some kind of water utility.
Then they tell you there's a couple places
If you
to
make some notes,
recycle your,
and then, can I make a comment?
yes, sir, please do.
I think, Chris, would you work with me and we'll take a look at this?
Sure.
Maybe go by the office, and since we know that we're part of the Waterworks grant.
Well, I'll have to put it in my schedule, but I can fix it somewhere.
Well, thank you, Chris. Want you to know down that Chris and I will take this on, and we'll take a look at it, because I'm concerned about disposal. I think that's a good point that you made.
Well, the disposal, there's 2 places that you can dispose of them. That's in this paperwork here. DTG Recycling Group in Georgetown, Redmond, and Woodville. And then there's the United Group of Seattle and Snow. So
Do they charge you
yes, for a fee,
for a fee?
yes.
I would imagine they probably will bring out a box and you just toss them in the box and they'll haul it all at one time.
We'll investigate all that, and then,
Don't they have that, when we have the thing here outside? You need to get rid of toilets.
The recycling event,
yeah, the recycling event, yeah.
they do, and I think they charge
I don't think
$15
Yeah, $50 a toilet.
$15 a toilet.
Oh, they do charge 15.
Yes, 15.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
So they do, so some of that's free and some of it's not.
that's why it's not free.
Yeah, kind of like mattresses.
Mhm.
Don't want to take a mattress.
But I'm saying that you can get rid of it here without having to go to the place that he's
Yes.
talking
Well,
about.
no, I agree with you, I don't want to, I just have this little picture of a corner, little teeny yard that we have down there with stacks and stacks of toilets in it. It's not a good little picture to me,
No.
so. Anyway, Chris and I will work and, I think that give us at least a month.
Yeah, because you can see it can be done, it's just how do we get there?
Yeah, probably, I would probably say March, because we got, so I'll make a report in March. Or Chris can report back. So,
I'm thinking maybe reach out to the gentleman in Kent who's working the program there, and maybe get some information from him.
Sorry.
The gentleman in Kent who's running your program down there, he might be a real valuable asset to get some information.
do you know him, Bill?
Huh?
You know him?
Tony, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have his number.
It's on the big board,
Okay,
yes.
Chris and I will set up a get together. We'll get together, make a plan of action, and who's gonna do what, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Thank you for that.
I'll add it to my public works director.
Thanks, Chris, for bringing it up. True. It is a benefit to us.
When's a good time to do it?
Well,
I say it is a benefit.
it is an honor.
Public comment.
We just need to find out some city who's already done it and how they did it.
Yeah.
And kind of just do it the same way they found out.
Do we have any more questions on discussion item 5? We have a game plan now? Troy's gonna take care of it. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. Okay, item 6, audience participation. The city council encourages public participation during meetings of the city council and welcomes your comments. This time is set aside for you to speak to the city council on any issue. The council ordinarily takes non-agenda matters under advisement before taking actions. You're also invited to comment on action items as they are considered during the meetings. Individual speakers will be limited to 3 minutes each when addressing the city council. When addressing council, please speak clearly, audibly, state your name and address for the record.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Jim Welks, 215 Seattle Boulevard, south. I think the roundabout thing is, not the way to fix that intersection on Main and Algona Boulevard.
Okay.
From what I know, the problem with it is that it's not like straight in. It's like this, so people can't see down that way. So all you have to do is make 2 or 3 cars or a car length go straight 90 degrees into, make Main Street go 90 degrees into Algona Boulevard. And then people can see it, you won't need a roundabout. As far as I'm concerned, roundabouts are a big waste of everything. You gotta, they waste your brakes, they waste your going, they waste the people that live there have to put up with more exhaust and more brake powder to their houses. The roundabouts cost a lot of money. They wreck the traffic flow. All you have to do is just make that T instead of a Y or whatever it is now. Just make it into a T, a couple car lengths. And then everybody will be able to see where they're going. And there won't be that problem that it is now. It's an easy fix and a lot cheaper.
I think you're right, roundabouts aren't the right system for that intersection. I know that the design was for 2 roundabouts. Double the money. I like the fact that the speed is lower now, so people aren't flying around that corner. Make it hard to get off of Main Street, so I'd be willing just to sit on that for a bit, watch it, see what happens, and I'm sure our law enforcement officers here will keep us informed on that.
And I wouldn't mind it, especially at 25 miles an hour, to get rid of that stop sign when the garbage dump's done. When the garbage dump's done, get rid of the stop sign. But anyway, if you make that into a T, then people can look this way and still see the cars coming. And all you
Give
gotta
that a
do,
little bit of bend on it.
instead of having that coming in like that, like it is now.
When I pull up,
Like a stiff neck.
when I pull up to it, I actually had to move that parking spot back. When I pull up to it, I pull up towards the stop sign and I turn, just like you're saying, so I can look out my car and see. So I agree with you there as far as straightening that corner out.
It'd be worth going to the trouble to straighten that out anyway. Just that, a car or 2 or 3 car lengths, whatever makes sense.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's somebody's piece of property there. So,
That piece of property is not being used.
it all costs money.
Yeah, I know, but it's a lot less than $1 million.
Anybody else have anything? Yes, sir, Chris.
Chris Gomez, 527 Main Street. I deal with that all the time. Doesn't make a difference if you have a stop sign or not, but I run through it anyways. So when I originally talked about it back in 2019, I think that's when this all come about. Because you have to, like Mayor said, you have to come face it at a 90-degree angle to see them coming down 35 miles an hour. Which they still drive 35 miles an hour. And it doesn't make a difference if they're at one end or the other, they still speed. I think you just put 5 stop signs right there, and every street. That would solve the problem.
Always stop.
That way, if you pull out and they run the stop sign and hit you, that's their fault. Just like the other morning, I was on my way out of here, stopped at the stop sign on 8th in Algona Boulevard. And the guy come down, and I saw him. I watched him make the turn down beyond Algona, doing about 40 miles an hour, and went right through the stop sign, and he just kept going. He was late for work or wherever he was going. So, I mean, I don't think it makes a difference stop sign or not. They're just going to drive if they want to drive. It's just the attitude of the people today. I think that's the problem. Everybody thinks they can just get away with what they want with and not get punished for something they do.
I think the best thing to do is to give them a ticket. If they deserve a ticket because they're speeding, give them a ticket, and then they'll quit doing it. And you won't have to put up all these stop signs and all this other junk to make everybody obey the law. Just give them a ticket, and they'll obey the law. When they get their second ticket, they'll quit it. It'll be over. You won't have to put in a bunch of stop signs and everything else to ruin the traffic flow.
Anything else? Adjourn the meeting at 6:18. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Is it?
You gonna stay for the council meeting too?